into the Friday edition of SunTV. I'm Clint Franks. Deanne is on assignment, and the news around the area is basketball. A good healthy dose of basketball over the next few days. As we speak right now, the South Choctaw Academy Lady Rebels, they are doing battle with Wilcox at the multiplex at Crampton Bowl in downtown Montgomery, with the winner going to the AISA State Championship, which will be held on Monday at noon. And Patrician will play today at 3 o'clock in the semifinal rounds of the AISA Final Four, in a rematch of last year's state championship, as they'll take on Abbeville. Let's see, a little bit of a recap as to what's been going on in sports this week. The Patrician Academy boys saw their season end on Tuesday over in Montgomery. They were on the short end of a 79-66 decision at the hands of East Memorial. East Memorial, they cruised to a 23-point halftime lead, but the Saints, they would cut the lead to 10, and that's about as close as they would get, but they did. They had a good showing for themselves. Blake Reed had 23 points, followed by Lee McBride with 17. In girls action, Patrician in the Elite 8, they took down Evangel Christian 45-26. Abby McPherson led the Lady Saints with 15 points, and May Etheridge had 14. In boys action in Class AISA, Class 2A, Otago Academy took down the South Choctaw Rebels in boys action in a heartbreaker, 51-50. Otago led for the entire game before Mason Sykes would drain a three-pointer with 1:44 left, but the Rebels weren't able to hang on, and their season ends with a 17-5 mark. And as we told you at the top of the show, South Choctaw Academy, they advanced to the Final Four. They took down Emmanuel Christian 66-10. Faith Copeland had 24 points, and Emily Phillips had 19, as South Choctaw rolled to a 21-0 record, and they led 22-0 at the end of the first quarter, and they would go on a 32-2 lead. The game was never in question. And that leads us to this. SunTV tentatively will be at the multiplex at Crampton Bowl, bringing you the AISA Championship round. Should our teams, should they be successful today, and we could always use some sponsorships for that. We've got a few sponsors, but we could always use some more. If you'd like to help us out on that, give us a call at 251-843-6397 to sponsor us on we'll either do 1 game, 2 games, or no games. And should you sponsor us, you'll also get an ad in next week's Sun. In the Alabama High School Athletic Association, the Choctaw County High School girls will host the Class 2A area tournament starting Monday up at the Tigers Den, with Southern Choctaw facing Washington County at 5:30, and the Choctaw County Lady Tigers facing Leroy at 7. On Tuesday, the Southern Choctaw boys will host the Class 2A Area 2 tournament down on the reservation, with CCHS meeting Washington County at 5:30 and SCHS at 7 o'clock. From the weather desk, it looks to be a 50-50 weekend, a 20% chance of rain tomorrow, and a 70% chance of rain on Sunday. We look to bring you 2 state championship. Hope to have you some good news from that in that respect, as we hope to have 2 state champions in our county come Monday morning. For the entire staff of the Choctaw Sun Advocate, I'm Clint Franks, and we will see you on Monday.